Welcome to Walk the Line. I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. I know what time it is. Week 9 in the DML, and I'm here to provide you with those golden picks. Now, my co-host joining me this week is KP, the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. He's in the building. What's going on, KP?
What up? It's Mr. No Defense KP in the house.
All right, man. I'm sitting at 2-2 versus the lead. I had a full week break. All right, I'm feeling real confident. I got my mojo back. You think you ready to go pick for pick with me?
All right, let's smash this out.
All right, man. First up, we had under 2 rated in the Washington Redskins versus Richie and the Giants. That game just finished up. The Giants, even though they were struggling first half of the season, they managed to start off the first half on a good note, securing them a 38-21 victory at home going into week 10. So we ain't gonna waste no time on that. But moving on, we got Darkness and the Broncos versus King Vitamin and the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers, this is a must-win game for them. All right, they're sitting at 3-4, right there in that bottom pack of trying to lock in a wild card slot. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 6-1. The Cleveland Browns, who are 6-1, the Oakland Raiders, who are 6-1. So this is a must-win game from him if he plan on putting his team in the best position to get a playoff slot. The Broncos have been struggling all season against the run. Okay, this is a matchup with Ty Gurley and Austin Eckler, who have been producing all season, have to come out playing straight lights out football. I'm locked in. The Chargers getting a W. What's your thoughts on this game? Who you going with?
So shout out my division mates. I know it's going to be a little headbanger because Darkness does shine some light on it sometimes, and he'll put some gas pedal down. But I don't think that's it this game, because I know Vitamin will turn up when he's on that playoff push, and I think that's what he's going to be doing right now. So I got to rock with the Chargers.
All right, moving on, we got Andy and Las Vegas Raiders versus Niner Tom and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these guys come into this game sitting at a comfortable spot in their conference. The 49ers are 7-0. The Raiders are 6-1. The 49ers come in this matchup, even though on paper their defense has not been playing lights out football, guys are producing. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and the list just goes on and on. This game is going to come down to one thing and one thing only. Which quarterback can take care of the ball, put their team in the best position at the end of the game on securing a win? Sam Darnold has turned the ball over 18 times. Even though he has those elite offensive weapons, he sometimes gets too happy with throwing the ball into bad coverage. If a guy's locked up, and I understand that sometimes you want to get a ball and get your top guy going, but when he's being locked up, he's being locked up. You got to go to someone else, and sometimes this comes back to bite Sam Darnold in his ass, just like Josh Rosen, who has Deontay Pettis, DeAndre Hopkins, Marquise Dixon. Sometimes in the game, they want to feed the flame, and sometimes it comes back to bite him in his ass and he turns the ball over a lot. So I think that this game is going to come down to which quarterback can take care of the ball. But I'm locked in with the 49ers, man. They're 7-0. Everything's clicking for them, and they're just balling out. And I think they have the secondary to contain this Raiders wide receiver core. So I'm locked with the 49ers. Who you going with on this game? What's your thoughts on it?
All right, so I know Andy very well, another division mate, same as last cycle too. So 49ers is balling right now, but I'm going with the road dog, with the upset. I'm going with Andy.
All right, moving on, we got Expert in the Dallas Cowboys versus Flair and the Los Angeles Rams. This game right here is a must-win game for Expert, and it's funny to say that when you mention, it's always funny to say that when you mention an Expert in the Dallas Cowboys, but he's moved some pieces around. He's trying to figure some things out. Even though he's sitting at 3-4, he still has a chance at winning his division, which is mind-boggling. But you just got to come out, play his game. Expert getting a W by 21-plus points. Don't be surprised if you see donuts and nuggets in this game. I'm locked in with the Cowboys getting a W. What's your thoughts on this game? Who you going with?
Woo. It's a quick one. I ain't going to waste too much time on it, Flair. I'm sorry, dog, but this ain't it. I don't think he'll get a donut. I give Flair 10, but I got Expert getting like 63 on him.
Okay, all right, moving on. We got Embro and the Green Bay Packers versus Marley and the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers coming to this matchup with, I'm going to tell you one thing right here. This right here is your measuring stick game to see how good your team can contest or contend with elite football with that the Packers bring to the table, okay? This is the guy who's been running the NFC East, my fault, the DML for the past 6 seasons, all right? So that defense, who's right now ranked 14th against the run, is going to have to figure it out, because this offense that you're going up against, who's paired with dual threat running back, multiple X-Factor, superstar X-Factor wide receivers, superstar X-Factor quarterback, elite offensive line. And the list just goes on and on how much talent that this roster has out there in Green Bay. But your team is going to have to pick its poison on the defensive side of the ball, okay? Because you're not going to be able to stop it. You just have to figure out how to contain it, all right? So you're coming in ranked 14th against the run and ranked 10th against points allowed per game. You're going to have to cut both of those numbers in half if you plan on making this a matchup. All right, the Packers, man, this is just another game for them on the regular season. The way that they're playing, they just do not seem to be able to get rattled. And even when they do get rattled, what I like and what I notice about them on this Packers organization is they stay very patient. They trust in their guys, they trust in their system, and they don't seem to get rattled. So even when times when it seems like the Packers are out of a game, they manage to just gel together and get things going. With my pick, man, I'm locked in with the Packers getting a W, going on week 10. Just another day at the ballpark for you. What's your thoughts on this game and who you going with?
Hey, this is going to be a good one. I think Panthers can definitely use this as a statement game and let them know, like, hey, this defense was for real. Jamal Adams is holding us down, and he's here to make a difference. So I'm actually going to go with the upset and rock with the home team. He's undefeated at home right now. So I'm going to have to go with the Panthers, pulling the upset, giving the Packers their first loss on the season.
All right, moving on. We got sweeps in the Arizona Cardinals versus JB and the Seattle Seahawks. This game right here is must-win football for the Cardinals, okay? You come in sitting 2 slots behind the last wild card slot. You have 2 teams who are in front of you who are sitting at a 5-2 record with the Saints and a 6-2 record with the Chicago Bears. You need to erase the first half of the season, okay? Regroup your guys. Isabella, Christian Kirk, Kyler Murray, sitting at the running back position, Perry Manning. Get those guys remotivated, because I think that they're not really locked in. Okay, so I think you need to retool those guys, get them guys mentally locked back into the game, and have them set with their eyes on a prize. All right, you're getting a team who cannot figure out how to stop points being put up on the board on the defensive side of the ball. So this is the matchup that you can get entering the second half of the season to get your guys' confidence going. I'm locked in with the Seahawks. My fault. Dang, I said the Seahawks. I'm locked in with the Cardinals getting the W, because I just don't think that JB right now is playing JB style football, meaning on the defense, stopping points from being put up. So I'm locked in with the Cardinals getting a W. What's your thoughts on this game? Who you going with?
I got to rock with that same look, man. I got to rock with the Cards because JB's defense is doing just as bad as mine. So if you can't stop points being put up and you're not able to score them either, I can't never pick a team like that. I'm sorry, homie JB. You know I rock with you, just not this game, dog.
All right, moving on. We got the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And Pino. This game was a good game right here, but the Chicago Bears managed to squeak out of there with a 41-23 victory on the road, keeping their playoff hopes alive in an already tight NFC conference. Moving on, we got SJ and the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Westside Pablo and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Jaguars coming to this matchup sitting at a comfortable 6-1, and one thing I like about this team is their red zone efficiency. They're sitting at 90% on the season. And I like, even though SJ's going to come out and play his style of football, which is inside zone, toss to the left or flip it to toss to the right, he sticks to his game plan. So Westside Pablo and the Philadelphia Eagles and that defense going to have to understand one thing and one thing only. You got to control the run game. Meaning you got to shut down the inside zone and you got to shut down that outside zone sweep, whatever the name of that play is. If you don't shut those 2 plays down, it's going to be a long, frustrating game for you, okay? You might want to Hit up Best Buy right now because you're probably going to need a new joystick after this matchup if you don't secure the win. But I'm locked in with the Jaguars, getting a W on the road, going into Philadelphia, beating the brakes off my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. What's your thoughts and who you going with on this game?
You know my favorite team is, so let's rock with it. Fly, Eagles, fly. I hope you get a win next week. It ain't going to be this week, Pablo. I'm sorry, homie. Jags defense is too much lockdown for you, and he's still struggling to score this season. So I can't go with somebody who's barely scored more than SJ is allowed on defense. So I'm going to have to go with the Jags. But Pablo, if you hear this before the game, he gave you the game plan. 3 plays, lock it down. Shit, you might even be able to run commit if you fucking feel like it. Just use it as safety. I don't know. Good luck.
We're going to see. Next up, we got KP, your Chiefs versus Tony New England Patriots. I'm going to let you take lead on this one. What's your thoughts on you securing the W?
All right, so defense, all of which we don't have. So we just been shootouts, dog, and I built the offense for shootouts since I was unable to build my defense, and that's what we've been trying to do is just trying to edge out and get fourth quarter wins. So hopefully we can get up early on tone, and maybe I can lean on the run game a little bit, but right now our run defense is trash, pass defense is trash. So I think it's still going to be a shootout. I got it 38-33 Chiefs.
All right, man. This game right here, like I said before, appreciate the show. First off, gotta take care of Patrick Mahomes. But I think that the way that the offense has been playing, not being able to convert on third down, you're sitting at the bottom half in the league at 33%. And that sometimes fatigues the defense when they're on the field 80% of the game. However, I don't care if Patrick Mahomes was entering this game with a broken leg and he was blind in both eyes. The way that the New England Patriots organization has been playing since Tom Brady retired, I just don't believe in what Tone is doing and what team. I don't believe in the team that he's putting on the playing field. So I'm locked in. Chiefs getting the W on the road going into week 10. Moving on, we got Taz and the Cincinnati Bengals versus C-Rob and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game right here just kicked off, but I think that this matchup should be named the Turnover Bowl because we got 2 quarterbacks entering this matchup who have been struggling flat out from the gate. Okay, you have the Bengals quarterback who's thrown a total of 26 interceptions on the season. Then you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback who's thrown 17 INTs, okay? Then he brought in Tyree Jackson, who threw 7 interceptions after starting only 2 weeks. He threw 7 interceptions after only starting 2 weeks. So we have 3 quarterbacks who are responsible for a total of 50 interceptions. 50. I'm tripping, my man.
Yeah,
my man.
Damn.
We're only in week 9, which is crazy. But I think the way that this game is, okay. Even though the Bengals, this is a tough one right here. Even though the Bengals does not have a run game, okay, which is causing some of these interceptions, I think when it comes down to stick skills, okay, and play call, I'm locked in with Taz and the Bengals getting the W. However, it's going to be a lot of turnovers in this game, man. So just get ready, people. But it's going to be an exciting game. What's your thoughts on this matchup? Who are you going with?
I'm going with the team that gives up less points. Let's go, Taz. Lockdown, baby. I'm sorry, C-Rob. You got to take this L.
All right, moving on. We got...
Oh, my God. He's shit everywhere. My house is full of shit! He's shit everywhere!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you already knew what it was when y'all seen it on the weekly game card, the shit bowl game. We got HBO in the shit water, the diarrhea, Baltimore Ravens versus Skilled
Dysentery.
Trade.
Y'all look that up. Dysentery.
Versus Skilled Trade and a side trade, Buffalo Bills. Man, their season has been laxative, milk, side trade, anything.
Colonoscopy prep.
Like everything, man. Everything that just defines a very bad, shitty outcome, okay? Two organizations, man, who just flat out just playing horrible football, down to the play calling, down to the people that they're bringing into the organizations, guys not being able to produce, back and forth between management. It's just ridiculous. But the Baltimore Ravens managed to get a victory today. But I'm just be honest, man. I'm putting it out there. The Baltimore Ravens are tanking. They're tanking, man. I'm just not sold on the new coach playbook. I can't figure it out. No, man. No.
Trash excuse.
No, you're tanking, man. High stakes is next season. You don't want to play against the top tier guys in the DML in one of the most important seasons. So you taking the easy road. However, man, I don't think that the results going to be different next season. I think you're taking a bad way out when you could be sitting here coming out putting. First of all, my fault. I don't mean to spend too much time on this game, but once you tie with darkness, man, that just set it off. Okay, that just set it off for me. But yeah, I'm just not sold, man. But he got a W today. What was your thoughts on seeing this game, man? And are you sold on the Ravens struggling due to new coaching?
No, I think he's just making excuses so he can try and position himself for next year. But I think the only thing that's going to help him next year is the point system, because he's sure shot not going to be finishing in the top 8.
Nah.
So I tell you that right now. Only thing helping H-Bo is going to be the point system to help him get higher up in the rankings, because he ain't going to finish nowhere near the top 10. Shit, he ain't going to finish in the top 17.
Woo!
Put that down.
Put that in right. Oh, he said not the top 17. Damn. Moving on, we got Omatic and the Minnesota Vikings versus Marizi and the New Orleans Saints. This game right here, man, the Saints secondary, who knows how to cause interceptions, are smiling from ear to ear. They got the struggling Baker Mayfield, who's sitting with a total of 27 interceptions on the season, which is crazy. It's only week 9. All right, I think that the Saints is gonna lock this one up, but Omatic, do me a favor, please, if you can. Just knock out a couple of these New Orleans Saints players. It don't gotta be for multiple weeks. Just put them on the injury list for 2 weeks. That's it. I have these guys next week, but I'm locked in with the Saints this week and getting a W, feeding off that energy in the dome, securing a win going into week 10. What's your thoughts on this game? Who you going with?
So I'm rocking with the same pick. I can't really pick Randy. He can't really do much another right now, but he will try and get in your head. So maybe he just does that and turns the aggressive tackle on to help you get some injuries or some shit. But right now, I don't see him picking up a W right now. But Randy gonna turn up next season. Mark my words, he getting at least 7 wins next season.
Ooh, 7 on the season, 7, y'all. But moving on, we got the DML game of the week. Y'all knew what it was. We got Bruce and the Cleveland Browns versus Tyreek and the Miami Dolphins. This game is going to be electrifying, okay? We got 2 guys who are familiar with each other's playing style. However, let's break down these teams. You know, on the Browns side, you got Myles Garrett, who's sitting at the top of the league with 25 sacks. 25 sacks, ladies and gentlemen. It's only week 9. He's on record pace to break the DML sack record, which is currently, I believe, 53 sacks from the season. Then you got Marquise Brown, who's having his best season. Okay, best season, and we're 6 seasons in. Now he's having his best season in the DML right now, starting off with 815 receiving yards and 7 receiving touchdowns. But one thing I like about this Cleveland Browns team, and I gotta tip my hat to Bruce, is the way this up-tempo offense is built. Okay, because he's a guy who gets very creative on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's an RPO, read option, or whatever, to put his team in the best position to create explosive plays to put points up on the board. However, tight work, and the Miami Dolphins are sitting first in the DML with points per game, putting up a total of 38 points per game. Okay? When you have a team that's built off of running the ball, you're sitting at the top of the league, putting up 38 points per game, that's scary. Okay? That's very, very scary. And the way that this defense is built, okay, it just puts the Dolphins in the best position to manage games. Okay, Okay, so I gotta tip my head off to the big boys up front who is allowing these running lanes, but this is gonna be a good game. All right, we seen this game last postseason, and the Browns managed to blow the doors off of that game. So I think this is gonna, be a more of a revengeful game for the Dolphins. However, I gotta go with my division mate on this one because I just feel like the way Myles Garrett is playing, he's going to first of all have to be double teamed every single play, which is going to allow other guys to get off. So I got the Browns getting the W going into week 10. What's your thoughts on this game? Who you going with?
All right, so I like the Browns a lot. I think his offense is explosive. They can score in the snap of a finger. But I think with that being said, if Tightwork can get up on him early, if he can get like a 14-0 lead because of turnovers, whatever the case may be, getting stops, I feel like he might manage the clock more. And I think that's what's going to be the teller in this game is clock management. Who owns the ball more is going to be who's winning this one. It's not going to be a high shootout. I got a low-scoring game, but I'm going to go with tight work in that offense. The fact that he's putting up the most points per week with a run-based offense, that's dope, man. Hats off to you. I think this is a must-watch. Like I'm not the best at jumping on games on Twitch and peeping y'all's shit, but this is a good one. Y'all should tune in for this.
All right, man. We gave y'all the Week 9 weekly picks. We broke down the DML game of the week. Drop a comment, man. Let us know who y'all think are the lock picks for Week 9. What's y'all input or y'all breakdown of the game of the week? I'm your host, OG Chris Murray. I appreciate you jumping on. We out.